All right, guys, we are back at Borehamwood, and what a fantastic test! Last test of the year for myself and for the examiners, and it was literally the perfect end to the year. Clean sheet. Flawless drive, and when you watch it, absolutely incredible. So really happy for the student, almost to the point that the student initially last week we were thinking, oh my god, do we need to change the date or what do we do, and they just aced it. So we did like another extra session in the morning just to get the confidence back up, and student aced it. So they'd come from another student who is an excellent teacher as well, and it clearly shows because this I just had to do the little end bits, and they aced it. So I was so happy for the student. But the student initially, when they passed, they were like, I don't think I did that well. I think this examiner was being just super nice to me. I was like, they're nice when you drive nice, so when you're driving really well, what they're gonna mark you on, so it's not like they need to make up stuff to make faults or anything like that. So when you get a win, take the win, and I was just super proud of the student. Really happy for them. What a perfect end to the year. And have a look at the route they went off towards Shenley. There was a little bit of a tricky scenario where they were coming off one of the roundabouts near Tesco, and as they were exiting, some pedestrians started walking across, and those pedestrians didn't even walk across like quickly. They just were like leisurely walking across, and student calmly sort of braked. Wow, that mini just flew past. Student just calmly braked and dealt with the scenario. No sudden stops on the roundabout or anything like that, which weren't needed. And it was good that they didn't get too flustered by those pedestrians. So really good. You can see the level and the skill and the expertise in their driving already now. So quite impressed. And have a look at the route. It's off towards Shenley. They do the natural speed limit spot on. You've seen the routes before, I'm sure. But this is how to do it all perfectly. So all the best with your test, and final one of the year. So a little shout out to Sue as well, the previous instructor. They went on holiday, and I just took over for the last few sort of sessions, and incredible. So happy that the student did it. Combination of the previous teacher Sue and myself. So teamwork makes the dream work. So hope you guys have a fantastic new start to the year. If you've got tests coming up, hopefully these videos will help. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna, and I keep mentioning it sometimes, that I'm gonna try and do commentary videos, and I never get around to doing it. So maybe I might even use this video as a perfect example to start off commentary driving. But let's see. I've got through so far. But by the way, if you're with what I said before with regards to where the pedestrians were, I think that was at around 22 minutes maybe, but have a look. It's towards the end of the test, just see how they dealt with it. But there's loads of meeting scenarios and everything that the students dealing with, as quite common with this area. Borehamwood, Barnet, they all have common traits, and two of those traits are national speed limit roads, which are countryside type of roads, and a lot of meeting situations. So if you're taking tests in Barnet and Borehamwood, make sure you're good at those, and even if you're not, then you got to be good at them anyway. So I was telling my student today that we're not here just to teach you how to pass your test. We're here to get you to drive safe for the rest of your life. So you're going to have family in the car, etc. You're going to be going in different locations, and you need to be able to drive everywhere. So if you are taking lessons and you're just focusing on one area, make sure that you venture out a little bit as well, into different areas. I remember once one of my students actually was actually very clued up on the routes. It was a fantastic driver, and knew the routes from Mill Hill inside out, actually better than I did, because he was watching all of my videos and he knew exactly where the examiners were going to go. So then what I did, I was like, okay, that's great. I mean, I can see that exactly what's going to happen, so you're already planning it. So what I did is I took him to a few routes inside of Hendon, And Hendon has a few tricky bits, as do all test centers. And I took him through to a few no entry sections, etc., one way sections, and it threw them off completely. So it's very, very important that you don't just drive routes. These videos are here to help you guys, because it's nice to practice the routes, have a look at them as well, so you know where you went wrong maybe, etc. But don't focus on memorizing. Driving is not about that. If you know the area, it's fantastic, it does help, don't get me wrong, but make sure you're looking at road markings, signs, things like this, and then you'll be driving like this student perfectly. So all the best. I'm waffling on now, but hopefully now new start of the year coming up, and more tests to come hopefully. Good luck.